Hi, how you doing? So I haven't made a film in a little bit, so I decided to do that. I was going to make one when I was in LA, but I didn't because I'm a slacker and I had technical difficulties, you could say. But I figured I would at least tell you what happened because it was tons of fun. So it was my girl Raquel's birthday, so her and her boo, we all drove down there. Our place was a block off the boulevard, Hollywood Boulevard, so we spent a lot of time down there. Walked around, went to tons of places. Oh my god. Whatever you do, do not fucking go to that Scientology place. Whatever you do, fuck that. That shit's hella weird. Like, we go there and we're like walking by and they're outside and they're like, oh, there's a free movie playing. And Rick was like, what? No way. And I was like, no, don't do it. No. And he's like, come on, guys, let's go. And I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. Like, just freaking weird. Like, these people just, like, they talk to you with, like, that weird, creepy look in their eye, you know what I mean? Like, just fucking hella weird. And they brought us into this room that literally had, like, 8 chairs. Like, a tiny-ass viewing room that had, like, 8 chairs. And they were like, it had, like, a little screen and everything. And it's like a little viewing room. It's super weird. And the lady comes in and she's like, before we start the film, has anyone ever been, like, severely injured or something? And they were like, well, no. And I was like, well, I was in a car accident, you know? Like, fractured my back or whatever. And she's like, okay, remember that when you watch a film. Okay, like, that's weird. So then they turn off the lights. Then we're like, we freak out. We're like, oh my gosh, shit's so weird. Like, what's going on? Like, there's some brainwashing weird shit. Like, are we going to come out weird afterwards? Like, we didn't know. So then they play this film, and it was so weird. It's like they play on your emotions and shit. Like it was just like it made you feel weird. You know what I mean? So we like bounced out. We're like, screw this. And then like we try to leave, and they're like right outside the door. They're like, what'd you think of the film? Like hella creepy and shit. I was like, we're like weirded out. We asked them like tons of questions, like, what is it? And they're like, oh, it's about this, you know, the mind and stuff. And it was just hella weird. So like we got out of there. But that like creepy, weird cult vibes. Just don't do it. Don't mess with them. That's just hella weird. So we did that. We went to Loaded, which is one of my favorite bars in LA because I feel like I fit in there. Like, I don't know. I just see like tons of like 80s rockers and like as they lay dying dudes like escape the fate. You know, like I love that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I love that shit. Just anyone that wears like leather and tight pants and like chains or has like crazy hair, like I don't know, I just love that place. I love it with a deep fiery passion. So we went there. We also went to Skid Row. We did that during the day, the next day, but that is rough. Like I don't know if you guys have seen that documentary called Los Angeles, but it's on Netflix. You should watch it. Skid Row has like thousands upon thousands of homeless people. It's just like a community of homeless people. Like I'm talking like at one point there was like 17,000 people that live there, and it's just like tent after tent after tent after tent, and we drove through just to check it out, and it was like super depressing and sad. Like I feel for them. Like we have no place to put mentally insane people. Like thank you, Reagan. That's tight. Fucking now what? Like put them on the streets. Like I feel so bad. Like people that had normal lives at one point that just lost everything and now they're on the streets. Like that's how they have to live. It's hella sad. But we went through one intersection and there was like 100 or so people on the corner, and we were at a red light, and I was like, oh my god, we gotta get out of here. Like I was like, it's just heavy, you know. So we left. And then later that night we went to Manhattan Beach, which is super tight because they have like for miles like this bike trail that just is hella straight next to the sand, next to the beach, and it was like nighttime and like the moon was out. And I skateboarded for the first time in my life. I wanted to skateboard when I was like 13 for my birthday, but my dad was like, no, because you don't have insurance. And I was like, tight, well I guess I won't skateboard then in case I break my face. But thankfully I didn't break my face, and we skated for miles and miles. They taught me how to do it. They were like, just become one with the board. And I was like, what do you mean? Oh no. And then after a while, it just came natural. And now I just want to longboard everywhere I go. I am even sick today, and I wanted to longboard to Starbucks to get like a venti green tea type of thing. And I did it, and I didn't fall. I was stoked. So, we also went to Venice Beach. That was tight. That's one of my favorite places ever. One of my best friends, Paige, her and Digger got married on the Freak Show, so that was cool. I got to actually go in there and check that out. I actually went while I was down there to check out some tattoo shops, you know, because I want to do some guest spots and I want to travel and strengthen my trade. So, I don't know why, but I was super nervous at first. I was like, oh my God, like, how tight would it be to work on the beach? I mean, these tattoo shops, like, you're like chilling in the lobby and you look out and there's just beach. I'm born and raised in Kansas, okay? Working on the beach would be tight. I'm sorry. That would just be so much fun. So beautiful, you know? But it'd also be really nice to get out into a different scene, a different environment, because I learned so much when I do that. That's how I strengthen my trade. When I travel places and work at different shops, I just retain so much knowledge, and like with networking with other piercers or the people there, or just different cultures of people, like mind blown. So that's what I want to do. That's my goal. So thankfully though, my friend PhotoWise, Charlie, PhotoWise is his Instagram name, he talked to the dudes at Golden State Tattoo in Orange County, which is really tight. They've been around for 20 years, I read. They are a really awesome shop. And so he, you know, hooked that up. So I have a question. So if I were to come to Orange County, who would come and get pierced by me? Because that could be like a real thing here, like in a month or two. So, I mean, I would love that. But I want to go and be able to meet people and do my job. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to go. But I'd love to see some of your faces, because if you are already like following what I do, which is awesome that you even care, thank you so much, because it's just crazy. But to come down there and to get pierced by me, I would love that. And that would be like slowly making my dreams come true, you know? So, that would be tight. What else did we do? We did so much. I made a little list because I'm forgetful. Some other good news. So, I order some jewelry through Metal Mafia. I have Metal Mafia, Not a Metal, BBLA, some of that stuff, but I primarily go through Metal Mafia. And they asked me to be featured on their cover of their December issue of Pain Magazine, which was awesome. Like, it's an industry magazine. It gets sent to tattoo shops all over the United States. Super mega freaking honor to be on the cover of that. An industry magazine. That's really important to me. So super excited. And then I also just was like, hey, do you ever do conventions? And he's like, well, you know what? We actually do. Oh, man down. Are you there? Okay. All right, we're good. So they actually said they would fly me out to. They're going to send me a list of conventions that they do. Let me choose which one I want to go. They're going to fly me out. They're going to pay for my room. And then I will get to pierce at conventions. How awesome is that? Because that's like exactly what I've been wanting to do. I want to travel and do my trade and meet people and just learn and be the best well-rounded piercer I can be. And because there's so much to learn, and that would just be, I'm so grateful for that. Like, that's what I want to do. How tight is that? So that's really cool. So I'm excited about that. So they said that the next year, that's the thing. So they're not doing no more conventions this year, but next year. So that is huge for me. But hopefully I can get a guest spot set up. How can I forget? My mom is coming to stay with me for 2 weeks. She's flying out from Kansas. She's never been to California ever before in her life. And she is coming to stay with me. And I'm so excited. I want to take her to Tahoe and San Francisco. And she wants to go to a casino. And what else does she want to do? We're just going to do we're going to go to the zoo. We're going to do tons of fun stuff. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. So that's more important. And then after she leaves, then I can do my guest spots and stuff. But I just cannot wait to see my mom. It's been 2 years. Usually I try to fly home once a year to visit my family and my friends. But unfortunately, the last 2 years I haven't been able to make it. So the fact that I get to see my mom is a really big deal. But I would like to get back to Kansas soon. Check out my hometown in Kansas City. my friends there. So yeah. I've been talking for a really long time, so I'm gonna let you go. But feel free to comment, share, like, tell me how you feel. Let's talk about it. Tell me, like, what do you want to hear? Do you have any questions? Like, do you care? Do you just like want to see me ramble? Like, what do you want to see? Because if I'm gonna be sitting here talking for 10 minutes, I want you to enjoy it and not just hear me. So. Well, thank you for caring and paying attention and being awesome. I'm going to make sure to do another video soon. Okay? All right. Bye.